Good to Great by James C. Collins. Intro. Good to Great. Friends, today, we are going to dive into a book that explains something amazing. It shows how a good company can become great. The book is called Good to Great. And the author is James C. Collins. But this is not just a business book. It is a book about mindset, leadership, and vision. It shows how the right people, the right strategy, and the right approach can create lasting success. Friends, through years of research and case studies, Collins discovered something important. Some companies rise from good to great, and some fall, even if they were once good. In this book, we will learn 7 core secrets. Secrets that make companies transition from good to great. Friends, get ready. Each chapter will reveal a lesson we can apply in business and in life. Chapter 1, Level 5 Leadership. Friends, the first secret of great companies is their leaders. Collins calls it Level 5 Leadership. These leaders are humble. They are not driven by ego. They have an incredible combination of personal humility and professional will. They care about the company more than themselves. They think, let the company succeed. I don't need personal recognition. Level 5 leaders push their teams forward. They take responsibility when things go wrong. They never blame others. Friends, Level 5 leaders are a rare mix of humility and unyielding resolve. They don't just make strategies. They implement them carefully. They constantly improve. They never take shortcuts. Collins says these leaders often go unnoticed. They don't seek media attention. They don't chase awards. But results reveal their power. Companies led by Level 5 leaders endure. They rise from average to great. Chapter 1 teaches us, true leadership is about humility and determination. The goal is not self-glory. The goal is to elevate the company and the mission. Chapter 2, First who, then what. Friends, the second secret of great companies is, get the right people first, then decide the direction. Collins says, if the right people are not on the bus, no strategy will work. The right people are willing to learn. They take responsibility. They believe in the company's vision. Keeping the wrong people is a slow death. They waste energy and slow down decisions. With the right people, even the toughest decisions become easier. They support you. They move in the right direction. Friends, great companies always choose the right people first. Then they decide the path forward. Chapter 2 teaches us, get the right people first. Then figure out the direction. The right people are the foundation of greatness. Chapter 3, Confront the brutal facts. Friends, the third secret is, face the brutal facts. Collins says, a company can only grow when it accepts reality. Brutal facts are not easy. They can be painful, but ignoring them is dangerous. Average companies often avoid reality. They hide failures. They ignore problems. Great companies do the opposite. They face reality head-on. They understand every challenge and weakness. Friends, facing reality means having a clear perspective. Understanding your employees, your market, and your customers as they truly are. When you accept the truth, solutions appear. Weaknesses can be corrected. Opportunities can be spotted. Chapter 3 teaches us, never run from the truth. Face it. Only then can you improve and become great. Chapter 4, The Hedgehog Concept. Friends, the fourth secret is, the Hedgehog Concept. Collins says great companies do not spread themselves thin. They focus on what they do best. The Hedgehog Concept is the intersection of 3 things. 1. What you can be the best in the world at. 2. What drives your economic engine. 3. What you are deeply passionate about. Friends, this focus separates great companies from good ones. Great companies focus their energy only on what they excel at. Collins says companies that ignore this concept often chase everything and achieve nothing. Chapter 4 teaches us, focus is power. Greatness comes from concentrating on what you do best. Chapter 5, Culture of Discipline. Friends, the fifth secret is discipline. Discipline is not just rules. It's a mindset. In great companies, discipline comes naturally. Employees know their responsibilities. They take ownership of their work. They direct their energy in the right way. Chapter 5 teaches us, right people plus discipline equals greatness. Discipline becomes a habit. Greatness follows automatically. Chapter 6, Technology Accelerators. Friends, The sixth secret is using technology as an accelerator. Great companies use tech wisely, but not blindly. Technology is a tool, not the goal. It speeds up your mission. It amplifies your hedgehog concept. Chapter 6 teaches us use technology to accelerate, not as the end goal. Chapter 7 The Flywheel and the Doom Loop. Friends, the seventh secret is the flywheel effect. Success builds slowly. It's not an overnight jump. Think of a giant wheel. At first, it is hard to push. Small efforts add up. Eventually, the wheel spins on its own. Great companies do this. They add small wins consistently. They build momentum. Companies that rush often fall into the doom loop. They lack consistency. They break the momentum. Chapter 7 teaches us greatness is built slowly. Patience and steady progress create unstoppable momentum. Outro. Good to great. Friends, now that we have explored the entire book, it's clear there is no shortcut to greatness. You need the right people, the courage to face the truth, a clear hedgehog concept, discipline, the right technology, and constant patience. Friends, remember, the journey to greatness is not easy, but it is possible. Anyone, any company, can rise from good to great by following these principles. Greatness is not just results. It's mindset, vision, and perseverance. Friends, the key lesson today: small steps, right people, discipline, and patience. That's the way to go from good to great. If this summary touched your heart, share it. Subscribe to ABD of Finance. Here, we don't just read books. We learn life lessons. We prepare to turn dreams into reality. See you in the next story. Until then, keep learning. Keep growing. Thank you.